Everyone, welcome back, and today's video is going to be on a brand new product, well, pretty brand new, and I really wanted to come on my channel and kind of share this with you guys. I have been using this product for quite some time, and I actually ran across it, I don't even know, somewhere online, of course, but I was really interested in this product because I felt like I had a lot of foundations in my collection that were like way too dark for me, and I wanted a way to alter the foundations without changing the whole entire color, and maybe being able to use that same shade possibly during the summer months when I am a little bit darker. So I thought these NYX Pro foundation mixers were perfect for what I was looking for. Now, as I said, these came out recently, sometime this year, I don't know, because they actually released them to the US website first, and then a little bit after that they came out on the Canadian website. Speaking of which, I did pick these up at the NYX Canada website. Now, these come in about 6 shades depending on what you're looking to do to your foundation. So I know they have like an olive tone one. They also have 1 or 2 that can deepen up a foundation. So they have like a chocolate brown one, and then they have another one that's a little bit more orangey red, so it would give that red complexion or red tint to your foundation. However, the 2 I have to show you guys today is the white one and the luminous one. Now, a lot of people that I saw review this product or demo it had the white one, and a lot of the girls were Caucasian, and their main complaint with their foundations or foundations in general was that they were too dark, and that, you know, the foundations didn't go light enough in range. So they use this to really get that more of a paler tone to their foundation. So this one seems to be really popular. So I also have the luminous one, and this one is, how can I describe this? So this white one here gives like more of an intense result to your foundation depending on how light you need to go. So for example, I mix 1.5 drops of this depending on what foundation I'm wearing with my foundation, and that's usually good enough. I have been using it recently with my Black Opal True Color foundation. So this one, on the other hand, actually lightens your foundation, but it's not super intense, so you can use more drops of this to get the result that this one would give you, if that's making any sense. So for example, I mentioned that I use 1.5 drops of this with my foundation. For this one, I'd actually have to use probably a little bit more to get the exact same result with the same foundation. So I hope that makes sense according to what I'm trying to explain to you guys. So the other thing to mention about the luminous one is it's luminous, so it does alter the finish of your foundation, whereas I find that this one does not so much, because it's more of just like a cream. And when you put this one on the back of your hand or you mix it with your foundation, you can see that it has some kind of like shimmery effect to it, but it's not chunky glitter or anything like that. So I actually want to go ahead and show you guys how these look on the back of my hand here, just so you guys can get a good idea. Now that I'm nice and zoomed in, I've got about 1/2 drop of each one of the mixers on my hand, so you can tell this one here is the white one, and this one here is the luminous one. So you can tell the white one looks like a lot more of a solid, like super opaque white kind of paste. The luminous one, as you can see, is a little bit more sheer. So when I kind of just smooth it out like that, you can see it's not as concentrated as what the white one is. Also, I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but you can also kind of see that luminous effect that I was talking about in this Luminous Pro mixer. So I'm just going to blend it out on my hand so maybe you guys can get an idea of what I'm talking about. So you can see that my hand, even with no foundation, it kind of has a little bit of a sheen to it. and it gives it that kind of glowy effect. So if you're looking for something to kind of lighten your foundation as well as give you a little bit of a glow, maybe if you have dry skin or maybe you just like that glowy look during the summer months, a lot of people do, this one is probably a better go for you. So I've actually gone ahead and kind of blended out this white one here on my skin. So you can see how much more different this one is in comparison to the luminous one. The luminous one kind of just blends out into the skin and gives it that glow, whereas this one just looks really ashy and white, and it's not really meant to do anything but lighten your foundation, and it doesn't change the finish of your foundation, whereas this one gives you that glow but also gives you a slight lightening effect. So these two products actually come with 1 fluid ounce, which is equivalent to 30 milliliters. And I think I mentioned earlier that I picked them up on the NYX Cosmetics website for $12, which is a pretty good price if you ask me. When I first saw them, I thought that these were going to cost a lot and maybe not be worth my time. However, I really do like the price point of these, and for 30 mils, this is going to last you quite some time because you're only putting like probably 1 to 2 drops in each application of your foundation. So how I like to mix this up for my applications is I just get it and I apply 1 to 2 drops or the suitable amounts of drops to the back of my hand, and then I usually apply 1 pump of my foundation, mix it up with my finger, and then I'll just work it in with either my brush or my beauty blender as normal. So because I have been trying this product out for about 1 to 2 months, I can definitely say that I would recommend these. Again, they don't change the finish of your foundation unless you're going with the luminous one. I think they do have another one. I think it's called Opalescent, and I think that one also does change the finish of your foundation, but the other one seemed to be more of like a cream, like this white one. So I think this is really going to be beneficial for those of us who maybe can't find a exact shade in a particular foundation line. It's also really going to be good for those of us who want to lighten or darken our foundations during the winter or spring months. Most people do get a lot darker during the summer and lighter during the winter, so this is really a great product to be able to alter your foundations without having to, you know, mix up the whole bottle and completely change everything. You can kind of just mix a custom shade based on your skin tone. You know, these would also be good for makeup artists because sometimes you don't always want to like have like 45 different colors of foundation and mix them up. Yeah, these are going to be probably your best friend. The other good thing is I have to say these are easily accessible from the NYX Cosmetics website, whether you're in the US or Canada, thank God, and they're also available for a very inexpensive price point, which I did mention earlier. It was $12 on the website, and I think if you spend over $45 on the Canadian site, you do get free shipping. So NYX, again, you're killing it with the great products. Keep these good products coming. NYX is actually one of my most favorite drugstore / inexpensive makeup lines. So that pretty much completes the video today. Let me know if any of you guys have tried these, what you guys thought of them. Was it a hit or was it a miss? Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again. Bye. Look at that glow. So I have a confession. I think I'm a highlight junkie, an official highlight junkie.